Okay, Foundations Pre-Cal 10, let's get after it. We looked at ways of earning part one, which was hourly wage, hourly with tips, time and a half, double time. And here we're going to look at commission and salary. So important first to remember, what kind of salary do you get? Some places pay a bi-weekly salary. Bi-weekly means every 2 weeks. So how many weeks are there in a year? 52 weeks. So that means annually, how many paychecks do you get? You get 26 paychecks. Semi-monthly means twice a month. So how many months are there in a year? 12 months. So if you get 2 paychecks a month, you get 24 annually. So you get there's going to be a difference. Now, the annual salary is the same. It's just the amount that you get per paycheck will vary depending on what system you're on. Most people will make biweekly, but there are a number of jobs, careers that will pay you semi-monthly. So knowing the difference is helpful. So let's see how the difference works out. And in all of these examples, we're talking gross paychecks. So as in non-taxes, no taxes have been deducted. Okay, so if you make $2,300 a paycheck, what is your salary if you get paid semi-monthly versus what would your paycheck be if you got paid bi-weekly? Okay, so if I got paid semi-monthly, that means I'm getting $2,300 24 times a year. So multiply it by 24 paychecks and you get 2,300 times 24 and you get an annual salary of $55,200. So that's your annual salary. So, okay, if you flip that and I'm getting paid bi-weekly, how much do you get every paycheck? So you take your annual salary and you divide it by your bi-weekly paychecks, which is now 26. And that means your biweekly paychecks would be $2,123.08. So you can see you get less money getting paid biweekly, but you get paid 2 more times a year. And that's because there's this sweet spot when you're paid biweekly where 2 months out of the year you get 3 paychecks. Whereas if you're getting paid semi-monthly, you just get 2 paychecks every month. So that's why the totals vary, but annually you're making the same amount. So don't think that one's any better than the other. It just comes down to personal preference, really. So how about commission then? Commission is when you receive a percentage of, say, your sales as a bonus money, right? So you get paid a commission on your sales. So you see it a lot with cars, real estate, anyone who works in finance generally makes commission. Commission can be amazing. So let's do a couple calculations. So Genevieve is a car salesperson. She does not make a salary or an hourly wage. She makes strictly commission. Now, strictly commission can be amazing, but remember that if you don't sell anything, you don't make anything. So it really means you have to hustle. So how much money does she make on a car that's worth $53,000? So if she sells a car for $53,000, she makes 2% commission. So remember that percentage is similar to money with respect to pennies. 2% equates to 0.02. So you can only use this value for calculations. So we're going to take 53,000, we're going to multiply it by 0.02, and that will give us her commission. So she makes $1,060 in commission. Now that might seem awesome, but remember that there's no hourly wage or salary. So she needs to sell, I would say, at least 4 cars a month in order to be somewhat comfortable, which can be incredibly pressure inducing, right? Which is why car salespeople can be incredibly pushy, because without the sale, they don't necessarily make any money. So you need to consider that if you're ever going to work a job with commission. You want to make sure you're pretty damn good at your job. So there are instances where you will make a salary with a chunk of commission, and we might see one of those in a minute. Now, here's one. Real estate. Okay, real estate market has exploded. The commission for realtors is amazing. A few things to consider I'll talk about here, but you're going to see that this kind of blows your mind. So Ali sells real estate and he makes 3.5% on his first $100,000, and that's of an individual house price. So if you sell multiple, you get 3.5% on each 100,000 of a house, right? So, and then 1% on the rest. So if Ali sells a house for $850,000, well, first let's subtract 100,000. Okay, so that leaves us with 750,000. Because what that means is Ali still makes his 3.5% on 100,000, and 3.5% is 3% with an extra half. So it looks like that. So we're going to multiply that by 0.035. And then on the remaining 750,000, Ali makes the 1%, so 0.01. So how much money does Ali make here? So 850, 123 times 0.035. On the first 150,000, or sorry, for the first, I used the wrong numbers. For the first 100,000, Ali makes $3,500. So that's already better than selling cars. And then for the remaining 750,000, Ali makes $7,500. So add those things together. On that one sale, Ali makes $11,000. Now, I know that that seems unbelievable, and it is, don't get me wrong, but quite often they then have to share that with the other realtor, so they'd be dividing that by 2, so only walking out of there with 5,500, which is still ridiculous, and then might have to pay a percentage of their commission to whatever real estate company they work for. So it's not necessarily that all that money is going into their pocket, all of that money, but I mean, they do drive nice cars and sell lots of houses, so working real estate can be a very lucrative business. But there are a ton of real estate agents out there, so if you think it's a get rich quick scheme, those very rarely exist. Okay, so keep that in mind. So now here's an example of commission plus wage. So you'll see this in some stores in the mall, for instance, and you can generally tell when you walk into a place that's on commission because they give you way better customer service than ones that aren't, because they work, they get extra money. So Shai works at Below the Belt, makes $12.45 an hour plus 0.5% commission on her sales. Yesterday she worked for 6 hours and sold $4,500 worth of merchandise. So we got to do this in 2 parts. First, let's do the hourly wage, okay? $12.45 per hour times 6 hours. So as an hourly wage, $12.45 times 6, $74.70 hourly. But then 0.5% is not a lot. So that equates to 0.005 as a decimal. So $4,500 times 0.005 means that the commission portion of that shift was $22.50. So obviously, the higher your commission percentage, the better off you'll be. Now, if we total up the hourly wage with the commission, we get the total wage for the day, $97.20. So, I mean, not bad to start off in sales on the small scale like that, but if you're going to be in sales, you might as well be in sales for the big stuff so you can earn the big commissions, because that's when sales can be, again, incredibly lucrative. Look at just the upscale we had from clothes to cars to retail. So keep that in mind if you're considering getting a job. Now, can we work this backwards? Can we determine a commission? So Stephanie makes $18,500 in commission on her sale, and her rate was 2.5%. What was the sale price? So if you think about it, we had price times commission rate gave us our dollar amount, right? So what we have in this scenario is we have an unknown price. I don't know, but we have a commission rate, 0.025, and we know that Stephanie made $18,500. So this now it just becomes a one-step algebra question. Okay, we are going to divide both sides by 0.025. X equals 18,500 divided by 0.025. So we get our commission, our price. So the sale price of the item, which was $740,000. So if you sell something for $740,000 and you're making 2.5% commission, you walk out of there with $18,500. Again, that is pretty fantastic. Again, now if the sale price, so this time we know the sale price was $540,000. We don't know the commission percentage. I'll use R, but we know the commission amount was $27,000. So in this case, we're solving for R. So divide both sides by 540,000. And what you'll get is you'll get a decimal. So R is equal to 27,000 divided by 540,000. So 0.05. So if that's the decimal, what's that as a percentage? Well, that worked out backwards, 5% as commission. Okay, so that's how you can work back to determine missing pieces of information. So that's commission and salary, two other ways of earning. I'm not here to tell you which is best. That's totally up to you and your personal philosophy and your decision. There are perks, pros and cons to it all. So start by getting a job and go from there. All right, see you next time.